Hey y'all, this is Jessica with Bless Your Heart. Let's do a 2-color ombre today. We're going to start with base painting our sanded and rinsed off cup with this white Prime Time. We're going to do one good thick coat and we're going to get ready for the next step. This is my very first time ever using Prime Time. It seems to go on very smooth. I have watched a couple of tutorials on it where people have used it and they do thick coats or thin coats. It doesn't appear to matter as long as it's coverage to your liking. I do like that it goes on very smooth. I am using kind of a fluffy makeup brush that appears to be just piecing off on me. But it does go on pretty smooth, and I believe that you can put the glitter on right over this while it's still wet, which will end up saving you a step if that's how you like to put your glitter on. I like that it dries very matte, almost chalky, but that works for me. For my glitter adhesion today, I'm going to use Flynn Sisters Fast Set. I'm just going to put enough epoxy on to cover my whole tumbler and be nice and smooth, and I'm going to move on to my glitter. For my glitter choices today, I'm going to use Peachy Olive Glitter's Birthday Cake and Americano. We're going to just use these two glitters and these two glitters alone, and we're going to ombre them together. We're going to start with Americano, and we're going to go very heavy at that top rim so we get full coverage. And then when we are happy with that coverage, we're going to tilt our cup almost vertical. Not quite vertical, but almost. And I'm going to hold my glitter shaker pretty far away. And I'm going to aim for that top rim, and then when I get enough coverage right there, I'm going to move down ever so slightly to get that glitter to kind of waterfall down as far as I want it to. Now with Birthday Cake, we're going to do the exact same thing. For that bottom rim, we want to go full coverage until we're very happy with all that coverage. Then we're going to tilt our cup almost vertical again, and we're going to let that glitter fall how it wants and try to blend it as best as we can. I'm going to go back in with that Americano at the top and just kind of get that middle, just a little bit more coverage through there. I do want to pull that Americano down just a little bit more, not much, but we still just want to get a decent blend. Once you're happy with your blend, get a layer of epoxy on it and let's get ready to decal. For the name on this tumbler, I did my original name and then I did 2 different offsets. To get all of this to go together, I'm going to use the parchment method. I'm going to start with the very top layer, and you can see that I have a little bit of my transfer tape overlapping. That is going to be my anchor. So when I put this actual piece on the parchment, I'm going to make sure that that transfer tape is still hanging off the edge of my parchment paper. Once I'm happy with how that looks, I'm going to pull over our first offset, and I'm going to line it up with that transfer tape hanging over. It's going to touch that bottom layer a little bit. I'm going to pull the parchment out and it stays lined up. And I'm going to repeat this exact same process to get it to line up on our bottom offset. Make sure that you do leave that transfer tape hanging over so you do have an anchor to kind of hold everything down as you just slip that parchment paper right out. And once all that is finished and you slip the last piece out, you just look at your handiwork, because I just love when a plan comes together. Now, I have lost the original footage of me putting the front decal on here, so I do apologize for that, but it is a decal from the glitter guy. And I'm just putting the name on the very bottom of the cup opposite of the decal. I am putting the actual name on there and I'm rubbing it down very well, pulling it off, and we're going to epoxy until smooth. And here we go. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with me today. I hope to see you again soon. Bye.